This season that I'm in right now will never come back. Hello, hello. Habulin natin habang may araw pa kasi madilim na. Magagabi na at bakang uulan na. Hello, Faith Moms. Welcome back to Mothering by Faith podcast. So I'm Joyce. If we're meeting each other for the first time, I'm a mom. I'm a mom of two little ones, and I'm a wife. I've been married for the past 5 years to my wonderful husband, David. So yeah, hello. So I just want to share some of the realizations that I've been having for the past days. So earlier, I think yesterday, I posted this cue editing. So it was mid-afternoons. Aside from taking care of my two little ones, I also work from home. So I've been blessed to be given that opportunity. So mainly, first thing that I do as a work from home mama is to teach online classes. So I teach junior high English to Filipino students in Thailand. And secondly, I write. But yes, so every single day I have a class around maybe 1 to 3 hours a day. I'd say it's still fairly manageable, but it's more challenging now having two little children, and especially as an exclusively breastfeeding mom. My time is dictated by the needs of my nursing baby, my clingy daughter, whom I love very much, and also the kuya, or the older brother, I also love very much. He's 3 years old, soon to turn 4. I'm so thankful that he's learning a lot. He's growing so much and adjusting so well as an older brother, adjusting to having a new member of our in our family. So somehow, because I'm able to communicate with the older brother, he can understand the rhythms that we have at home. Now he has to share nanay with his sister, and on top of keeping them well, happy, healthy, and alive, nanay also has work on the side. So he understands that, and thank God that we're able to manage for the past 5 months. Okay, so okay pa naman, nakakapagtrabaho pa naman ako, naalagaan ko naman sila, but it's not easy. We're getting by, but it's challenging every single day. I personally just don't know what to expect. I can plan things. I always have my calendar. I write down what I want to accomplish in a day, but it's so humbling. Motherhood is so humbling. I just don't know what to expect. And of course, first things first, my babies come first. So yeah, ang dami ko ng intro. So back to the post. So there I was, a few minutes away from my scheduled online meeting, but I was struggling to put baby number 2 down for her afternoon nap. So I am thankful I was able to put down the kuya to nap, but the baby was having a hard time falling asleep. So of course I soothed her, I nursed her, I danced her to sleep, sang lullabies, and all that jazz. But I was, of course, getting tense also, seeing the time go by and realizing, okay, I only have a little time to prepare, a little time before I go on a video call, and my baby's still not falling asleep. So that's my everyday reality. That's the scenario every afternoon, because I'm working every afternoon. And there are even times, that I just power through by praying through. I survive every single day because of prayer, and I'm just able to juggle these things because of God's strength. And yeah, I'm practically mothering on my niece every single moment. So yeah, so that's my reality. Usually I'd be tempted to complain. I'd be tempted to get frustrated and annoyed by not feeling prepared enough, not feeling on top of anything. But I realize that's just revealing my own sinfulness, the need to control, the need to, um, even my need for perfectionism, which is, really impossible. It's virtually impossible to do anything perfectly. So, yeah, motherhood has been humbling me in so many ways. And my realization, is that um, these are but fleeting seasons. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's challenging, but it's also beyond beautiful. What motherhood requires of me, my time, energy, my sleep, is is just incomparable to the joy it rewards me with. So that um, perspective just encourages me. Yeah, having that mindset just puts everything else in perspective. And the honestly, the challenges fade in light of the joy of being a mother, of parenting these precious souls God has entrusted me with, and realizing that we only have a limited time with our children, of having them be with us every day, every hour of the day. We Our days with them as little ones are numbered. Okay, so I think I said there that somehow some seasons, like micro seasons, do repeat in a way, because we're back, or we're living the season of infancy with we're reliving the infant stage. We're reliving the littleness of our firstborn with our second baby, but somehow it repeats in that way. But to say that particular seasons can ever repeat is impossible, because seasons never return. The specific season of our boy being little, or being an infant, could never return. And I'm just so blessed that I've been blessed to have witnessed every milestone he had, never left his side. I took care of him since day one until now, and I'm so blessed to be able to do that, and to actually have the choice to pursue taking care of them this way. And that perspective just um, encourages me to push through the challenges of mothering little ones, knowing that their childhood can never come back. Like the time of childhood comes twice to no one. Dr. Geiki in his book opened with that words, like there are some seasons that come and go, but childhood or youth comes twice to no one. So it doesn't come twice. This season that I'm in right now will never come back. And from my experience, you'll never know when a season is ending. I can somehow have a foresight. Oh, this season could probably come to a close soon, but you'll never know for sure when it's ending. You and I are probably in the middle of something that we'll just look back on later on as a memory. We'll one day hold these memories, hold these experiences as memories, and that's just the truth. And there was a father writer. I think his name was Michael Foster, and he talked about this, how his son was already engaged and just moved out of their house to prepare for his own marriage, to build his own family, and he misses his son's presence. Like he was looking at the empty room, his son left, and he realized, oh, that season of being with him, of him being under a roof, is it's just a thing of the past now. and he's grateful that same thing. He's grateful that he cherished and savored those seasons because it's never coming back. So yes, that's my main reflection for today's, I mean, this week's mothering. It's easier said than done, especially when not as parents who are in the thick of it. Like, you just somehow wish that you'll fast forward the mundane corners of mothering little children, like poopy diapers and the sleepless nights because of nursing through the nights. Yes, plural. Nursing through the nights of answering the endless questions of our curious little boy. Well, I actually enjoy answering his questions, but sometimes it just drains, and um, it just drains my 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 brain cells because yeah, he's a dynamite of a boy. He's a tornado of a boy, and his mind is just really really active, and which is good. We're so happy because he's happy and healthy, and he's really a thinker. And I'm so happy to be having these conversations with him because of course one day it won't be the same. We'll be having different conversations, and I'm just so happy to welcome his curiosity. But you know, sometimes when you're in the thick of exhaustion, it's tempting to just wish the mundane away, wish to fast forward their littleness, to have a break, to have a breather. You know, even this time of filming is so rare that I'm thankful for my personal time. I'm thankful for time with my children, but um, I'm understanding that this is just our season, and the wisest thing to do with every season is to live in it, live fully in it, enjoy it, savor it, cherish it. Because, as I've said, you'll never know when a season is ending. And I've just come to terms. I've just come to terms with not being able to balance everything. That's just, at least for me, that's just the reality. Um, that I couldn't give equal time and attention, energy, and focus to every single aspect in my life. I just couldn't because um, it's, I don't know how others do it, but it's just impossible for me to give equal time and attention to every single aspect. So what I've learned is to just figure out the rhythms at this specific season, the right rhythms to build for the specific season that we're in as a family, and not be embittered by that. Obviously, I don't have free time for myself. I'm blessed that I could have a few moments to just be with God in prayer and read the Word, but I'm not able to read through the Bible as fast as I'd want to because of time constraints, and honestly energy constraint also. Yeah, but that's just the season that I'm in right now, and I've learned to just build the right rhythm for that, and to have gracious rhythms at home also. So I've let go, and I'm continually learning to let go of my perfectionism and my tendency to be toxically productive. Yes, I need to admit that I could also, be tempted to just lean on to toxic productivity. But productive does not always mean, I mean, busy doesn't always mean productive, and productive does not always mean profitable. Okay, so you have to figure those terms for your family. So, there's a lot of humbling things in my mothering journey. I've also shared that I used to obsess about time organization and management. I I grew up, watching my mother check items off her list, so I did the same. So I started in elementary. I write my schedules down in a notebook and took it a notch higher when I was in high school. When I got um, money allowance, I'd save money specifically to buy notebooks for time management, just dedicated for time management. And when I got into college, I was a full blown type A personality. I'd carry around a small, compact calendar for quick scheduling and a hardcover a record book for detailed project plans, because you know how it is in college, right? Like for us, for my course, we'd have term papers and different kinds of projects, and I wanted to write everything in detail and plan out how to accomplish those projects within the deadline or before the deadline. So yeah, I was in that in I was in that headspace years ago, and it's so humbling to to be living day to day um, in actuality in the grace of God. you know, mostly I just have a few minutes before a call, and I'm still struggling to put both babies down for their naps. So that's my reality right now. So yeah, I know it's easier said than done to say enjoy it, savor it. This will not last forever, but I really pray that God will give us the grace to be able to do so, so that when we're old and gray, we would look back to the choices that we made, the priorities that we put in our lives, and say we don't regret how we lived, because we've lived full lives. We've spent time with what matters most. We've enjoyed our families, the gift of their childhood, the gift of our parenting, and we've built warm and loving homes. I hope this encouraged you today. I hope that I'll see you again next week, as my babies allow, as time and energy allow, and as God's grace allows. Bye, and see you next time.